pick up my pace and go to my offense, I can get to anybody. You know, that's what's it's gonna beat me when it comes down to it, though. If I play the game, everybody else plays the game, and you know, if you want to go down to a flip of the coin, it's 50-50. And that's kind of what I'm doing right now. And but I don't like my chances on a match-to-match basis to go through World Championships, to win a World Championships. And you watch the guys who, you know, Kudakov. You watch a guy like Herbert. When he won on is attacking, going to offense, and hanging my right hand, and I've been doing it in practice, and you know what? I gotta do it in the practice, so it carries over to competition. I mean, I'm obviously happy I won the match and I came out on top, you know, to get these people excited a little bit, but boy, it doesn't have to be that close. So, and you know what? I'm not real happy with myself letting it be that close.
What kind of shape are you in right now for this such a event?
I mean, obviously, I'm not in peak where I need to be when the World Championships roll around next year, but I try to keep myself in, you know, a certain area, though. I don't let myself go too far. I think then that's when injuries come in and those things. And you know, I've been injured a little bit. I wrestled at the trials. You know, I mean, kind of one-armed a little bit, and you know, I'm not real happy with how I represent myself. And you know, I'm very excited about my future and getting back on top. You know, getting us back on top, not in the U.S., but beating the Russians, beating these guys. So we're winning World Championships as a team, because you know, that's what it's about to me. It's not about, you know, winning one match or winning a dual meet. It's about winning world titles.
Doug, are you healed now? I mean, are you still not 100%?
I started going full time about 3 weeks ago. I had been going, and then I dinged it a little bit, and so I backed off. Since June, after trials, I was off the mat for a good about 4 months, and then I started getting back into it, and then now I'm back in, you know, full time for the last about 3.5 weeks, and you know, I kind of geared up for this. I wanted to get it back out in front of a crowd and get into some live competition, and you know, I feel like it held up, but you know, those old tendencies came back a little bit of holding, and hell, man, that's what's going to get me beat. That's what got me beat last year at the trials.
And I know you're not satisfied, but that had to be fun, wrestling in front of a crowd
like
this.
You know, it felt like back in the gym in Osage. Okay. You know, when you got all those people surrounding you and everybody's close to the mat, and you know, they get loud when things get exciting, and you know what, they get pretty quiet when you're not doing much. You know, and I hear a lot of people, come on, you know, pick it up, let's go. So you know, that's good. They're used to seeing Iowa wrestling be a hammer and be on guys who score points, and I don't know why it should change just because we're wrestling Russians. It really shouldn't. You know, so right up here, and we're working on it every day in that room. You know, Terry's working on us with it every day. I'm working on it with myself every day to get it right here, that it's no different than beating Okie State. It's no different than beating Minnesota. It's just at a whole nother level.
Why are they so tough? I mean, why are they so dominant?
Just the feel that they give you. You know, I mean, you watch them, they don't really push back. You know, we're used to Americans, they react back into you. And these guys, they give. They give, and it's a lot of feel. And, you know, to get to the guys, you really have to move them and then follow through with it. And even if you feel like you got a guy, they'll scramble out. I mean, you go over to Russia, you watch those guys, you watch how they spar. I mean, it's never like how we drill where the guy hits a shot and it falls over. They're always wrestling and feeling position, and I think that's why they're so good in all those positions.
You're just facing this exhibition, but is it even more important to you than that?
Oh, it always is. I mean, we want to serve notice to the world. I mean, hell, we got a lot to prove about Iowa City. For myself, for Mike Zadek, for our club, you know, and in turn, the USA, you know, but we kind of put ourselves on an island a little bit, and we're okay with that. You know what, but when we wrestle for USA, we're USA. I'm black, I might be black and gold, but I tell you what, I'm red, white, and blue more than that. And I'll always be that, and tell you what, it was great to be able to wrestle in Iowa in front of our home fans and, you know, represent our country, because tell you what, I take more pride in that than anything. Thanks.